Welcome to Tribeca. We're here at the premiere of Lake George, speaking with
Jeffrey Reiner, the writer and director.
Jeffrey. Thank you for taking the time. So, what a cast! Spoke with some really amazingly talented people. Tell me about your experiences working with them.
This guy, one of the greatest actors, the two greatest character actors working in the business. There's nobody better. He's Warren Oates and Harry Dean Stanton, and she's Jenna Rollins, and
we feel amazing.
she's just a beautiful, beautiful cast. They made the movie. I just showed up.
So, but I mean, what did you have to do in order to make the scenes work for you, where you could say cut, take, print, moving on?
I didn't have to do much. I wrote the script, and I lived with the material, and I showed up. Just a little adjustment here or there, but these guys did it.
If you could describe this film in your own words, how would you describe it to audiences?
Look, it's a great script.
It's a dark, funny, weird, heart-wrenching movie.
At Lake George, premiering in Tribeca, how you feeling?
I feel really proud right now of this film. We've got my great friend Carrie Coon, my great friend Joey Oglesby, who's produced it. Some talent, so I feel proud right now. Awesome. I feel proud because people are going to get to actually see this gal and what she can do. She's amazing.
What did you love most about working with Carrie?
She's just brave. I think she's top 3 actresses working today. If you put a number on, I would do anything with her and for her. So people are gonna be able to see that now.
So this film was filmed during the strike, or like when times were a little bit slower. Tell me a little bit about what attracted you to it and why you wanted to be a part of Lake George.
I read the script. For me, it was kind of like a love letter to Southern California. We start in Pasadena and Glendale, and we work our way all the way to, through the valley up to Santa Barbara, and then out to Lone Pine. And I loved it. I fell in love with the script and the character.
Right on. What about your character was fun for you? So, one of the other actors said that he was a little nervous doing a scene, and he said your style was just look me in the eye and it's going to be all right. How do you feel about that statement from one of your other colleagues?
Yeah, sometimes, people get nervous. They come in, for one scene, and, they may be nervous, and you want to make sure that, and they're talented. It has nothing to do with talent. It may be just, it's a big moment. And so for a couple of them, you want to just go in there and say, I'm here for you, and let's get this, and they all just nailed it, man.
Speaking with
me, Carrie Coon.
Hi, Carrie. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. So Shea just said that you're one of the top 3 best actresses in the industry right now. Your thoughts on that?
Sounds like he's doing my PR.
You did a wonderful job on that, but let's talk about your role in Lake George.
I'm a grifter and an opportunist, and also I'm looking for redemption and to move forward from my past wrongdoings, and I do that with Shea Whigam over here.
She's the one who, her husband, actually explained what the movie was about to me, which is about guilt.
It's about guilt.
And wow. Shows you how in my head I was. And thank you, Tracy.
So personal. Yeah, it's a story about guilt and moving on.
Okay. So how did you get ready for the role? What was your preparation like?
I have 2 children, so I didn't have any preparation. I just memorized my lines.
Wonderful. Tell me a little bit about the director, working with the director. What was his style like?
Well, Jeffrey's been working fast in TV. He's an amazing television producer. He worked on Friday Night Lights and The Affair. I mean, he just has an amazing history with television. But he was eager to get back to his roots. He's really a filmmaker. And it was a great pleasure because he loves actors.
In closing, is there anything you'd like to say to Tribeca for the official selection of this film?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for inviting us. It's so special to me. I've only lived in New York for 2 years, but I've worked here now off and on for the last 10, and it makes me feel really part of something special.
Okay.
I play a Armenian gangster who works with Glenn Fleshler's mob boss, Armenian mob boss in Glendale.
Okay.
And Shea Whigam's character is down on his luck. He's just out of jail. and he's hired to, well, I don't want to give it away, but I'm basically there to make his life as miserable as possible.
Interesting. How do you? What was the audition like to be a mob boss? Like, what kind of scenes or what did you have to do?
Audition. Jeffrey just asked me to do it.
Oh, okay.
I looked at it and immediately I fell in love with the script. It's a great neo-noir script.
Okay.
It was a very welcome, wonderful chance to work during a difficult time during when Hollywood was shut down with all the strikes.
Yeah.
So this was a SAG waiver film that came at the exact right time.
Very nice.
When I was just at the picket line every day for Screen Actors Guild, my union, and so it was very welcome to be able to have a job during that difficult period.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of the union after the strikes, how are you feeling the industry, the state of the industry is at the moment?
I don't know. We're still very precarious. I guess IATSE is negotiating right now, and we're hoping that they're not going to strike when their contract is up July 31st.
Yeah.
I'm working on a show now, Tulsa King, with Sylvester Stallone, and we're scrambling to finish our season before that day happens. Hopefully it won't happen.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants another strike. That was pretty crippling for everybody.
Yeah.
But IATSE, like SAG and the Writers Guild, we all deserve a fair deal.
Absolutely. That's why the strike happened and that they negotiated, and we're continuing to shoot today. So bringing up Tulsa King, anything you'd like to say about the new season?
It is going to be, I can't reveal anything, but it is going to top anything you've ever seen before from the first season. Sylvester Stallone is back, and everything gets ratcheted up to 11.
Season 1 was great. Can't wait for season 2. Congratulations on Lake George.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Got you. Speaking with
Joey Oglesby.
Nice to meet you. Tell me a little bit about role on the project.
I produced the movie, and I have a small acting role as well in it. Yeah.
So talk to me about the aspects of producing this project. What were some of the processes you went through to make this a reality?
Sure. I've been an actor my whole career, and recently I became really interested in producing. I'd started some side businesses and got interested in entrepreneurship. Okay. Thought let's combine these two. Living out of the big cities now, I lived in LA for a long time, and met some guys that had done business in Texas and really want to get in the film business, and I had been an actor for a long time and knew our director Jeffrey Reiner from the time when I was on Friday Night Lights, and it was so serendipitous, man. It was a tough time, obviously, this was around the strike and all that stuff, and it all came together, and we had just, as you know, a tremendous cast. Shea Whigam, Carrie Coon, and Max Casella, and Glenn Fleshler. It's just, for my first I produced smaller stuff, but my first full-time thing, it was just incredible thing, and then also nice to get to be in it with them. I've been working as an actor for a long time, so it was nice to find something that fit me as well.
Yeah. So we're talking about the producing aspect, and you got a lot of great people in this cast. How was the scheduling like to work with a lot of the talent that you have? Because on an indie film, because I know it can be hard to schedule a lot of these people.
We got really fortunate because of the strike pushing bigger projects.
Oh, okay.
So it gave us some extra time to grab people and grab crew and grab our DP. Todd Campbell's amazing. Our first AD and fellow producer Cleta. People normally working had a little bit more time, so this is a labor of love, real deal, small budget indie film where everybody worked for less than they should just to tell a really good story about underdogs.
Well, congratulations on the premiere, and I hope you enjoy your time at Tribeca.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
His name is Kerry Barden. He cast our movie. And what did you just recently cast?
Oh, I cast something called Lake George.
Palm Royale.
And Palm Royale, and the film that was screening here right before this one called The Knife.
Yeah, both films got a lot of praise from both of the directors. People saying that it was the greatest thing that they've worked on. So tell me about the cast. I was curious because you have a lot of great talent that's in this film. How'd you get everybody together?
Well, we shot during the strike, and the producers got an interim agreement, and so. Kind of a nice thing is that we had access to a lot of different actors that were normally not available.
Sure.
And so Shea was already involved, and then the woman that was the lead before Carrie was not available because of her show, and they wouldn't release her from the show. So we got Carrie Coon, and then we got Max Casella, and it just kind of kept rolling forward. So it was really, really wonderful. Yeah.
This film is actually one of the most anticipated films in the festival, according to a lot of other outlets, as so I've read.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a cool thing to see. So what is your method as a casting director with obtaining talent? Because I know other casting directors have their ways. What's your way?
Usually it's working in collaboration with the director and then the producers and then all the agents and managers, and then bringing up my ideas and talking to the director about his or her ideas, and then just pulling it all together. So it was wonderful. It was really wonderful, yeah.
Well, it's all together tonight. World premiere, Tribeca Film Festival. Congratulations on both your projects.
Thank you very much.